All right, I think we should do some Trudeau now. Let's do some pro Trudeau. Okay. All right, here we go. I like the look of this one. So this is in 2015 you voted for change. Liberal 2021 election. Okay. Brace yourselves for some hypocrisy.
In 2015, you voted for change. Together, we brought 400,000 kids out of poverty, worked to ban harmful single-use plastics, and brought in a real plan to protect the environment. When COVID hit, we came together again to protect.
I just paused it. We brought in a real plan to protect the environment, as opposed to all those fake plans to protect the environment. And in fact, we're not even going to tell you what our plan was to protect the environment. We just did it. We brought in a plan to do it. Trust us. Please, trust us.
Protect jobs and deliver life-saving vaccines. Now we have to do more. Let's keep fighting climate change, create 1 million new jobs, and make sure everyone can afford a home.
Let's keep moving forward together.
Make sure everyone can afford a home. Why can't they afford it yet? Like, you've been in power since 2015. If people can't already afford homes, don't you think that's something fucked up about your country that you were in charge of for the past 6 years? I also love the idea. What was it here? Vaccinated by summer. They like fucked up the vaccine rollout plan. Like, are they trying to bank on the idea that we completely forgot about that? Like, they screwed up the rollout to such an extent that we were lagging behind almost every country. It is true that we caught up, but the third wave or whatever that went up, that was due to the fact that they didn't have their shit together and roll out the vaccine in time compared to all other countries. But now he wants to take credit for it. Like, look at what we did. We didn't even like develop the thing. We just somehow managed to get you vaccinated by summer. Sure, bud. Sure, bud. I also love it. We have a plan to protect the environment. There's a lot of liberal ads here. Okay. In Canada, we have each other's backs. Okay.
In
I
Canada,
feel like this is going to be a platitude one, so we need a good liberal platitude advertisement. So here it goes.
In Canada, we have each other's backs. Together, we brought 400,000 kids out of poverty, stood up to Trump on NAFTA, banned assault weapons, and advanced one of the most progressive environmental policies in the world. When COVID hit, we came together again to protect jobs and ensure that every Canadian could be vaccinated by summer. Now we have to do
This
more.
is the same ad.
Let's launch $10 a day daycare, create 1 million new jobs, and make sure every Canadian can afford a. Now we have to do more. Let's launch $10 a day.
Why couldn't you have done something like this and sold tanks to Saudi? Yes, they did sell tanks to Saudi. Actually, my video on Peter Fragiskatos is going to be up tomorrow on YouTube. We talked about him on the live stream Monday of last week. But yeah, there was an action that occurred outside of Peter Fragiskatos' office, who's an MP for Justin Trudeau. And in our riding is where the arms dealer is that manufactures the tanks, General Dynamics, that then get shipped off to Saudi Arabia to then be used on Yemeni people. And so we did a video covering that and criticizing Peter Fragiskatos, who lobbied to get that done because General Dynamics is in his riding. In my riding. So, fucked up. But this $10 a day care thing, I mean, like, that's nice and all, but like, we have been waiting for this shit for like forever. They promised in 2015 that they were going to do something like this, that they were going to improve daycare, and it is now 2021, and my children, who were born the year they got elected, or were they? Jesus Christ. My son was born shit. 2015. I think 2015 or 2016. I can't do the math in my head. When was he born? 2015. Okay, so I was right. It was the year they got elected. Uh, and they still haven't done it. And so I've had to pay out of pocket a ton of money. I mean, like we, in various ways, we had subsidies because I was also a student for most of that time and poor. But it has not been good, and like especially talking to other parents that like it costs a shit ton of money to get your kid through daycare, and you would think that they run on this every single time. In fact, I think they had a video up today with oh, I can't remember her name. Not Catherine McKenna, but the other one who's running again. Chrystia Freeland. Chrystia Freeland. And they were in like a backyard promoting this. Here, I found it. Okay.
Daycare, create 1 million new jobs, and make sure every Canadian can afford a home.
Let's keep moving forward for everyone.
I thought he was going to say, let's keep moving forward forever. Never stop moving forward. One of my best friends and my father-in-law both work for a supplier for GDLS. Yeah. Didn't Paul Martin promise this as well? Daycare? Probably. Probably. I think even Kathleen Wynne was like trying to do something as well and did not do it. So this is like an ongoing liberal thing. It's been an ongoing liberal thing to be like, we love daycare. We're going to help you out. We're going to make daycare so great. Daycare is going to be the best thing ever. And then just never doing it. Which is like, I don't understand. Like, look at this prick's smug face. Like, why are we still voting for this guy? Why do we vote for liberals all the time who are like, we're going to do all these great things. And then they never do it. I mean, the closest thing I could think of them actually doing something where I was like, okay, was the marijuana legalization. But even then, they botched it in various ways. So I don't want to like say that like they did a perfect job, but I'm glad that they legalized it as opposed to did not legalize it. Okay, my one compliment to the Liberal Party. Why couldn't someone just give Trudeau a cushy voice acting job and saved us? Her riding is only a few blocks away from me. Who, Christian? Well, they were there today, I think. So, anyways, let's listen to Justin make one of these. Look at me, I'm in a backyard. I'm just like you. I'm just like you. I hang out in the backyard too. Look at me.
Hey everyone, I'm in Markham today with Chrystia Freeland, and we're talking to families.
Look, there's a trampoline in the backyard. Oh my god. We're just a normal family.
But how important it is to create affordable childcare spaces for all Canadian families.
That is so right, Prime Minister.
Oh my
God. You and I
God.
both have 3 kids. We know how important great childcare is, and we know
I am not good at doing a scripted video in a stranger's backyard in front of a trampoline. I too have human children. Look at my human children play in a natural human environment. Dear Lord.
that every single parent in Canada, every single child in Canada deserves accessible, affordable, high-quality childcare. And that is why we are totally committed to delivering that amazing care for $10 a day within 5 years.
Within 5 years! Within 5 years! Could you imagine being like, we're going back in 2015, we promised we're going to deliver you childcare. And then like 6 years later, they're like, okay, look, we're still promising it, but we need another 5 years to do it. Holy shit. I always wear my red tie when jumping on a tramp in a backyard, don't you? Yeah, of course. Oh my god. Yes, Christia, my grandfather is a Nazi collaborator Freeland. And yes, he is. And didn't she also, she wrote a book on like, the extremely rich. So 2 years after we call another election. Yeah, no, we're never going to get it. We're never going to get it if you vote liberal. Do not fucking vote liberal if you want daycare. You're not going to get it. I can't, within 5 years, like that was new to me. I thought they were just making a vague hand gesture. Yeah, $10 a day, sure. Within 5 years.
On va aussi créer des dizaines de milliers.
We don't need to hear him repeat himself in French. We're gonna do the same scripted thing, but now in French, in a backyard in Markham, Ontario. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. I want them to go away. Man, there's so many of these. Let's be relentless and keep moving forward. So much like pablum for liberals. I guess let's do the move it forward one. Maybe scroll through their Twitter, find a couple there, and then move on to the NDP. I think that's about right. I think that'll be sufficient enough.
In Canada.
Okay, here we go. Oh look, it's like identical to the conservative one, right? It's like look at our environment. Look at the beauty of the Canadian landscape. Don't you want to vote for us? Because we too appreciate forests and water passages. We love the water. It just goes, woo! Look at it. Don't you love it? Vote for us.
In Canada, we have each other's backs. We always have. And though vast lands and mountain ranges separate us from each other, we know the best way to overcome great challenges is to work together. This is a big country with big ideas. We build stronger, think bigger, work smarter, and push ourselves harder than any other place on earth. We speak our minds and we listen to each other.
Dear Lord. Dear Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel fucking dirty that they're fucking taking this movement and turning it into like a pro thing for them. Jesus Christ. And what the fuck did they do for Black Lives Matter?
We speak our minds and we listen to each other. And while we may not agree on everything, we find a way to work things out. That's what Canadians do when we get knocked down. We pull together to make things better and leave no one behind. That's the Canada I know and the Canada I fight for each and every day. So let's think even bigger, Canada. Let's be relentless. And let's keep moving forward for everyone.
Oh, God. That one made me feel gross just watching it. In ways, you know what? That was worse than the conservative one. Because at least the conservative one that was like empty pablum like this was just like, you know, we're proud of this place and it's nice and pretty. This is like, look at me. I'm so like socially liberal and do all kinds of nice things. But it's like, yeah, except you insult Indigenous people. You showed up to the Black Lives Matter thing, got heckled, and then left. Like, I love that they got this super tight shot of him kneeling. He's like, look at me participating in this thing that I did absolutely nothing to help with. I didn't do a goddamn thing to make this situation any better. But look at me. I kneeled. Don't I get brownie points for kneeling? Doesn't the empty symbolism matter at all? Doesn't it? Alright, let's Liberal Party. Oh God. I just imagine him just taking selfies. Look at me. Man, they're really pushing this childcare thing. I want to see what they're saying in this one. Let's pull this up. They signed deals with 8 provinces and territories? You know, Justin Trudeau. I almost said Justin Timberlake. Every time I see JT, I think Justin Timberlake. I wonder what this bullshit is. Like they need buy-in from like all these places, but then like why are some not buying in? It's just like get it the fuck done. Stop dragging your feet. Make it universal. Why $10 a day? Make it universal. You know, like what I don't understand is like we have this idea that public education is a good, right? Send people to get publicly educated. But then when it comes to childcare, it's like, well, that's like a choice or something. We don't want to pay for that. We don't want to have them the resources to go somewhere so that the parents can work so they can feed and clothe the children. We want them to like either make a choice to stay home because daycare is too expensive, but now they can't afford things. Like, just make it a fucking universal program. Just quit beating around the bush. It is so stupid. So stupid. Let's think even bigger, Canada. Let's be relentless. Let's keep moving forward for everyone. Jesus, every single one.
With big ideas, we build.
Oh yeah, it's the same fucking thing. Okay. Pretty sure that might be it for Trudeau. Okay, let's see. They're gonna mock the conservative platform, and granted, this is an easy thing to mock because we get O'Toole, who really likes to highlight the fact that he barely has a neck. I mean, it's almost like his head just extends down to the rest of his body, and you know that's fine. You know, not all of us have the ability to have some definition to their neck that distinguishes it from the rest of your head. But so I'm sorry that you've had to live with that condition your entire life, O'Toole. But I also did not choose to run for prime minister. Wait, what was that? I missed the vaccine one. Put Canadians at risk by rolling back mandatory vaccines, okay? First you need to have a climate plan, Justin. There's a sense in which like this one isn't like too bad. Of course I'm going to agree with them or agree with the subtleties because like yeah, maybe we shouldn't scrap a daycare plant even if it is $10 a day. Maybe we shouldn't make assault weapons legal again. Maybe we shouldn't do the vaccine thing by removing mandatory vaccines. Maybe we do need bold action on climate change, like all this shit, right? But then it's like liberals are not the ones that are going to save us from it. O'Toole is a giant thumb. He is a giant thumb. Or Mr. Clean is the other one. He's a Mr. Clean giant thumb combination. As if like a thumb and Mr. Clean like merged into one.
Hello, my rebels. Hello, my rebels. I'm a good boy. I'm a weirdo.